Galileo Galilei was a renowned Italian scientist born in 1564, whose work laid important foundations for modern physics and astronomy. He made significant contributions in areas such as motion, gravity, and the scientific method. However, he is perhaps best known for his support of the heliocentric model of the universe, the idea that the Earth and other planets orbit the Sun. This theory was originally proposed by Nicolaus Copernicus, but remained controversial because it challenged long-held beliefs supported by the Catholic Church. At the time, the geocentric model, which placed Earth at the center of the universe, was widely accepted and aligned with Church teachings. The Church believed this view was consistent with certain biblical passages. Galileo's telescopic observations in the early 1600s, such as the moons of Jupiter, the phases of Venus, and the rough surface of the Moon, provided strong evidence in favor of heliocentrism. Despite this, the Church saw his support of Copernican theory as a challenge to both religious authority and the established worldview. In 1616, the Catholic Church officially declared the heliocentric theory to be formally heretical. Galileo was warned not to teach or defend this view. For several years, he remained cautious, but he returned to the subject in 1632 with the publication of his book, Dialogue Concerning the Two Chief World Systems. Although he claimed the book was neutral, it clearly favored the heliocentric model and portrayed the geocentric view as outdated and illogical. This angered church officials, who felt he had disobeyed the earlier warning. As a result, in 1633, Galileo was summoned before the Roman Inquisition. He was tried for heresy and forced to publicly recant his support for heliocentrism. Legend has it that after his recantation, he muttered, "And yet it moves," referring to the Earth. Whether or not this is true, he was sentenced to house arrest for the remainder of his life. Despite the Church's attempts to silence him, Galileo continued to write and study in private until his death in 1642. Galileo's conflict with the Church became one of the most famous episodes in the history of science. It represented a turning point in the relationship between science and religion. Over time, the Church's stance softened, and in 1992, over 350 years later, the Vatican formally acknowledged its error in condemning Galileo.